Hello, and welcome to the Building an Indie Business podcast with SupremeRumHam. I'm your host, Alex. Today, I wanted to discuss my side project, Open Podcast, and I wanted to discuss specifically monetization of Open Podcasts. I plan to monetize Open Podcasts with sponsorships, a job board, and selling things. I'm going to give you specific examples of what I plan to sell, companies that will potentially use the job board, and companies that I will reach out to or be an affiliate of for the sponsorships. Okay, so let's get into it. Sponsorships. The company or the types of companies that I will be reaching out to for sponsorships are products that podcasters can use for their podcast. So the companies or the products I'm thinking of right now are podcast hosts. So that would be Transistor, Simplecast, Libsyn, microphone companies. So that would be Shure, other mic companies. I don't really know many microphone companies, as you can tell. Recording software, so Audacity, maybe what's that? Descript. That new product that was on Product Hunt. Recording software, or no, that's what I just said. Sorry. And podcast networks to so that podcast networks can promote their podcasts on my platform. And so that would be All Things Comedy, Airwolf, Gimlet. Those are some examples. So another way I plan to monetize Open Podcasts is with my newsletter. I want to have a newsletter, and I've already talked about the newsletter, and so to reiterate, because I have new listeners on occasion, is I want to do a newsletter that gives people the news about the podcast industry, and also gives people news about the Open Podcast Network, or not the Open Podcast website, and the people within the community. So I will send someone interesting news that I find in the podcast industry. So any new products, any company that gets funding, stuff like that. So a way to monetize the newsletter is allowing one of the sources that I will use for news to sponsor the newsletter. And that would be like podnews.com, like those types of companies. Okay. So another way I plan to monetize the podcast or Open Podcast is with podcast ads. So I plan to do a community podcast, and that would be a podcast that members of the community can host episodes to get a feel for podcasting or boost their profile within the community. And I was thinking that maybe I could edit the episode to have ads in the episode to help make money for Open Podcasts. Okay, so the next way I plan to monetize Open Podcast is a job board. And so I would reach out to companies in the podcast industry to host, or not to host, to have to post jobs in the job board. So the types of jobs that I was thinking about is like people looking for producers for a podcast, or if a podcast hosting company is looking for, I don't know, another designer or someone in the marketing department, they could post in the job board, and maybe I could help them find an employee. Okay, so the next way I plan to monetize Open Podcast is with a resources page. So what I want to do is do like a frequently asked questions page and list all the products that will help someone start a podcast. So microphones, recording software, other things, mic stands, things that would help them start a podcast. And I will link to the Amazon page for that product, and it would be an affiliate link. Okay, so another way I plan to monetize the Open Podcast website is by selling stuff. And really what I want is for companies to pay for to monetize Open Podcasts. But I want to give people the option to support the community. So like with the resources page, they don't have to go to the link. It's just optional for them to click on the affiliate link. So by selling something, I mean like stickers, t-shirts, things like that, but also consulting. And this would be just me. So on the forum, they can ask me questions and I will answer them. But maybe they want me to do like a one-on-one session. This is people in the community. Maybe someone new wants me to help them individually and like video chat with them and walk them through the process of adding their podcast to Apple Podcasts. So they could give me some money and I will do it for them. Or maybe they want me to listen to their podcasts and give them pointers. Maybe that could be another way to consult. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it much. So that's another way. And then I also want to put ads on the website. So right now I am an affiliate for transistor.fm. And so the way I was thinking of using that is by having an ad for Transistor on the website. And one reason specifically transistor.fm is because when someone signs up for the service through the link I put, it's not just like a one-time payment. It's $5 for every month that person uses the service. So it's a way of creating recurring revenue for Open Podcasts. So that's another way I've thought of monetizing the website. Actually, that's the last way. So yeah, there's getting companies to pay for it, and there's offering things to the people within the network. I don't want people, like I said, to pay for open podcasts. I'd rather have companies do it. But yeah. Okay. And that's how you can monetize a community, by getting companies to pay for it or having your audience pay for it. Okay. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. If you want to host an episode and be part of the open podcast community podcast, come join the Telegram chat. I will be happy to help you with that. All you have to do is record the episode, send me the audio, and tell me what you want to put in the show notes, and that's it. Okay. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.